Stop Anyami Storms was among the protesters marching in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania recently to demand justice for George Floyd, the African-American man whose death in police custody sparked demonstrations around the country. For Storms, the Black Lives Matter cause is personal since her husband is African-American.
Buat keluarga kami,
for our family with Indonesian black children who look black physically, we have to have the conversation with them.
We have to have a conversation with them.
When you go out, you have to be careful because of the color of your skin.
Because of the skin, the color of your skin.
Storms began to worry about her children's safety after Trayvon Martin's death in Florida in 2012. The black teenager shooter was eventually acquitted. She related to the incident when her other child, a son who is also biracial, got stopped by police.
When one of my kids was stopped by police, he was so scared. He peed his pants. He was scared and thought he would die.
It might not be personal for him, but Yusuf Arifin, another young Indonesian American, is also passionate about racial justice. The West Covina, California native is actively engaged in Black Lives Matter rallies.
People are chanting Black Lives Matter because Black lives have not mattered. If you see at the rate of arrests, you see that cops are arresting way more black people than they are white people. So there is a large injustice that's happening.
Racial prejudice is still felt by immigrant communities in U.S., including Asian Americans. This is evident in meetings now done virtually that Sinta Storms holds with other multiracial families with Indonesian ties and African Americans. They exchange experiences, including unpleasant ones, among fellow Indonesian immigrants.
Your man is really handsome, huh, for a black guy?
One of those who joined the virtual meeting was Curtis Johnson. Johnson is an African-American man who worked in Indonesia but had to return to the U.S. following the COVID-19 pandemic. He says such discussions are important.
Continue to speak up. People are not only looking at the United States, but they are also looking, in their own backyard. We see what's happening in the United States. How do we ensure it doesn't either continue or happen here in Indonesia?
For many people, the fight for justice doesn't end when the protests end.
This is my life.
And difficult conversations begin at home. Valdya Baraputri, VOA News, Washington.